It's a beautiful, beautiful day today. Uh, I went to my meeting as usual and had a great day. And I always talk about how yoga and meditation has changed my life. Uh, like everyone else, I want to have a nice car, nice house, be able to provide. But at the same time, for me to complete my recovery or my spiritual path, I had to go through all these life experiences to where nothing is available materialistically. And not having that thing materialistically uh, allowed me to see life differently. I went through all the shame, all the ego of not having. Uh, and I just wanted to be really happy inside because I was seeking something greater than myself. And I'm saying that because today, a young brother who is on a recovery path developed an interest in my ideologies. And we began to speak. And I was telling him how recovery and how I stay sober, how yoga has really helped me a lot. Meditation, overnight yoga, running 100 miles. I talked about all those things with him, that how to center my mind, what I had to do every day, the things that I had to give up a lot of things. And for me, then there's also my divorce. Yes, when I went through that divorce and experienced that homelessness, I had two choices. It's either I numb myself or I face my own reality. I wanted to be able to see my son one day and apologize to him while sober. So I began to even tap in more into how the mind works. I read more. I remember when I ran my first 100 miles, I was just so upset with myself. And that is because nobody tell me I can do that. Yes, I was so mad because while I was in England, I was given every opportunity in the world to do whatever I wanted to do. Even though I know the right thing to do at that time, what to do, I just didn't want to do it because I was all about self-blame and blaming others and not taking responsibility for my own action. That was my mood at the time. Everything is always somebody else's fault, but not mine. So when I began to study Buddhism, especially when I read the Marathon Monks of China, I was able to see things differently about discipline. When I went through that divorce and had the immigration issue, all I had power to do was to get up, read a book, and just run. While everybody was making money, I just wasn't in a situation to do that. Then when I finally got my immigration status, now I had to do with all the angers that I've accommodated. I experienced a stroke. Yes, I had a stroke. And having a stroke while you are materialistically bounded is not a joke. And I didn't have a choice. I didn't have nowhere to go but to be on a yoga mat, meditate, and just go for a jog and heal my body. And I cried for nearly 4 or 5 years. I was in pain. Uh, just the way people talk to you when you are not in a 9 to 5, the way they treat you alone will make you want to commit suicide. I went through all that. It's just been amazing to me that after a little while, I had to look for some power within me. I learned self-love. And I realized that majority of the people that has ever talked to me that way, they are either suffering with food addiction or they still drink and smoke. And I said to myself, because I studied rich people, I wanted to be a millionaire, a billionaire, because I wanted to know, why is it that I cannot make a living? Why am I homeless? Why don't I have a house? Yes, those things really kicked in. Why don't I have a house? Why am I not making money? And to not make money means nobody likes you. To not make money means your family don't speak to you. To not make money means nobody cares about you. And the pain that goes with that, I turn it into power because I realized that's the way I was raised too. Even though I didn't like the way I was treated because of my financial difficulties, I begin to find gratefulness in the fact that I was raised that way. And since then, all I've done with my life, I've run over 60,000 miles in my 50s. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like my life, this is my calling. The whole idea of future, none of it makes sense to me anymore. I just want to get up, read a book. My last incident was when a friend passed away. This time, I begin to have seizures. And all I wanted to do right now is to get in a lotus pose and run 100 miles. Can you believe it? That has been my dream. That's all I pray for every day. This is me moving right now, and I want to run 100 miles. And for the past 10 years, I've gotten up and just practice yoga. I haven't slept straight in over 10 years. I meditate, practice yoga every night, and I can feel the joy. Yes, I can feel the pain. I feel at peace, even though I want all these material things so badly. I cannot deny the peace of mind that I have. When I go to AA and NA meetings, I realize how free I am. Because going to AA and AA meetings made me realize how wealthy I am. Because to see people there in their recovery, driving nice cars, living in nice houses, but yet to hear them share, I am just so amazed, because half of the things that they think about, I have passed that in my emotions. Yes, I have passed that in my emotions. One of the greatest things that has happened to me the last couple of years is that I've seen over 2 therapists who tell me I don't need a therapist anymore. And when they tell me that, I was at joy, at peace, but at the same time, like anyone else, I'm a materialist person, and I wanted to know, okay, if I don't need a therapist, why am I not having this money? Why am I not having this thing? But it's just so funny, because all I want to do is get up, read a book, meditate, do my yoga, and go for a run. And that right there, I probably wouldn't have talked to me 10 years ago, because that's what you call a bomb. That's what you call somebody that doesn't want to have anything to do with himself. Uh, I asked myself so many times when I went through that stage. I see it live every day, the way people took down. And each time people tear me down, all I can do is just come out like this, move my feet, go on that yoga mat, and I just feel the presence of God, that energy. I feel it. I can't even explain it. I had to find self-love, because I truly understand who want to love somebody, especially in our modern day society. Why would you want to love somebody that's not making money, that's not living quote unquote what they call the American dream? And I got that. I accept that. But one thing I do understand also is, I also know that this is my path, and I am so grateful that I have to walk it. I got tired of explaining myself to family members, and I don't even try anymore. You know, I find that. How you doing, sir? Well, I can't complain. How about yourself? Have a good day. You know, and I lost my sense of thought, but I'm gonna let it go. That's what I had to say this evening. I really need support. If you're watching this, I am a motivational speaker. I'm going to keep on saying to myself. One of the most inspiring things that I've ever experienced was when I went to a spiritual church in Atlanta, and I asked the preacher, the speaker, if he lives the life that he preaches. His words inspire me so much. He looked at me in the eye and he said, no. He said, I live it, but he speaks it. And since then, I've been wanting to learn how to speak. At the moment, I stay at the Salvation Army. I'm in Savannah. I'm just wandering everywhere. As a matter of fact, next week is going to be my last day there. And I just want to leave peacefully, because I don't want to explain my journey to anybody anymore. I find peace. And I find that thing called God. I really do. I find God. I find that inner peace. I find that wealth inside of me. Yes, I really do. I find that wealth. If anything happens to me right now, I regret nothing, because you know what? I got to do what I love. I got to do me, and I'm so grateful. So if you're seeing this and this thing means anything to you, please support. And with that being said, as I continue, I really cannot wait to run this 100 miles. It means a lot to me. And I would say, may you find peace and